when he was telling Tom Sandoval, it's so funny. You're a mess and you're wearing nail polish, and Schwartz is living in a rundown place with a plant. And, I'm going home. I mean, how many times was it posted? It's 10 o'clock, guys. Look what I do on a Friday night. Here I am with my son.
Yeah, and he did a real good job of almost pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. And then we saw the season of the Valley. You know, he like most people ever will post what they want people to think about their life. Like no one's out there going, I mean, some people, but no one's really posting all the depressing shit that they have a hard time even admitting to themselves. They're just going to post. So maybe this post about his diagnosis is a legitimate step into the healing direction. And I hope it's never too late to get mental health treatment. So hopefully, I hope he gets it.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, next season of The Valley, I mean, they're on this cast trip. They just went, and Jax doesn't seem like he was there.
No, and I wonder if this opens up opportunities for us to see Jack's film with the Vanderboys again. Because I would love, we see, all these other folks go have fun. And are they going to Miami? Is that what it was?
Is
I
that
think
where they're
so.
going?
I think so. But regardless, they have fun on their trip. Well, what does daddy do back home? Gets into a mess with, I can't believe I just called Jack's daddy. What does Father Jax do back home? But
Because Brittany went on the trip, right? I
yeah,
mean,
Brittany went on the
okay.
trip. Yeah. I think he's gonna be either taking care of Cruz and inviting the Toms over. Fingers
I mean,
crossed.
do you like, because I have differences of, I don't mind Scheana and Lala on the Valley. It doesn't
No.
bother me because I think it's organic.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if you think about it, that is how the Valley started. It started with
Yeah.
Jax, Kristen, and Brittany. And so the show worked because, I mean, really, where the hell has Jesse been for the past decade? Jesse's like as bad
Arguing
as
with Lala.
Jax, and like, right, like a walking reality TV, like, welcome to reality TV. You're perfect for this. But it's like, so I don't really mind them on the Valley, especially if Vanderpump Rules is not on. I think it's harder if the two shows are on at the same time. It doesn't make sense to me because it's a different feel. Like I think Scheana and Lala will feel different on the Valley. They're the same people, but it's a different show.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Like I I mean, Sheena and Lala don't get off scot free, but there's a reason they're on the Valley, And I think that Sheena and Lala make good reality TV, even if the same way I think Jax makes great reality TV, right? Have them on there. I need to see them with a new group of people. I'm gonna say something really nerdy right now, but like it's always fun for me when a new X-Men comic comes out and there's a new team, right? It's not just Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey, Beast, right? Like throw in Cannonball, throw in, Havoc, and now we get to see what these characters interact with new characters outside of, let's face it, Sheena and Lala's comfort zone.
Right. Like this is a whole different ballgame. And mind you, if they called Alex Baskin over and over and just said, let us on because we're not filming Vanderpump Rules, I mean, more power to you. I mean, it's the same producer. You're literally 3 minutes away.
Yep.
Why not? Like, why not just say yes? Like, I'm kind of all for it as well.
Yeah. I really hope that this second season is like knocks my socks off. Right. I still am not, I don't really care about a majority of the cast. So
Yeah, the first season
additionally, yeah.
was good because I expected nothing.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But right, it wasn't like we really have to develop these characters. I think Michelle and Jesse they've got stuff, and I guess we know a little like Janet and her husband just didn't do it for me. Zach didn't really do it for me. Maybe Danny and Nia next, but they've got a lot of work to do too.
Yeah. I like each person had like a episode that I was like, okay, I see potential in you.
Yeah.
But like Michelle, kind of blah. Jesse, he can bring it, but
He's like just such a douche that
he's such
like
a toxic douche.
it
Yeah.
works. It works.
Yeah,
At least he's memorable.
exactly. And then yeah, Janet and Jason, I, I it's almost like Janet was trying too hard and Jason wasn't trying hard enough.
I mean, Jason, I mean, you might as well not even make him a cast member, if as far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned. Just have him
and
be Janet's husband that pops in for 3 minutes.
true. And Zach, I don't know. I feel like Zach has like something that will come out later. I feel like there's just something.
Probably.
He's just he seems too like I don't know, he's kind of mischievous. So
I just
maybe that's
thought
just a
to
good thing.
me, like, I thought it was stunt casting in the sense of like, first of all, it is Brittany's real friend from
Yeah,
like
yeah.
back in the day, and he's the gay guy, which you need. But other than that, he wasn't really like, I don't really unsee it. Like, I don't see it. But he did have his moments.
He has moments, and I don't think he like a lot of these people. I don't think were utilized in a way that because
Right.
this is, and not to go off on too far of a rant, because I know we've got other
We're
things we can
not going to
talk about.
get to all of our topics probably, but
Well,
go on.
the only thing I'll say is that I do feel like, and I talked about this on my finale episode. I'm just finished the first season of Southern Hospitality on Vanderpump Robs,
Mm.
and I realized that like some of these first seasons of shows, there's like this air that Bravo thinks things are just going to happen, like they're going to capture Vanderpump Rules in a bottle again. And I think they thought that was Southern Hospitality, and they thought that with the Valley, but really they just caught enough that we're like, well, we can do 2 seasons of this and then see if it's still there. And I think we got that in the Valley as well. Like something's happening, but it didn't just pop off like we wanted it to.
And I think it's like this goes back to me for the Real Housewives of New York, like which I don't think you watch, but the first season, the recast, they
Yeah.
say all of them say, "Oh, we got it." Now the second season's coming out, it's already filmed, but if you hear them in interviews, they all say like, "Okay, we get it now." Now, mind you, I don't know what you were waiting for because you sat
Yeah.
around for 15 years and watched The Housewives.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe it's different when you're there and how production works. Like, I feel the Valley has potential. I feel season one was just Jack saying to everyone, no, you got to go do this, go in that corner. I
Yep.
think maybe they get it now that they've done interviews and they've seen their name in the press. And like, maybe they get really like, if you want to be Lala Kent and James Kennedy, you better bring this shit the second season because you got 9 years in you. This could be a great thing, but you got to
Yep.
bring it,
Yep. Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
What about right? And I say the same thing you say about like what is real and what is not real. I don't know if it's all real with Jax. I would love to know Kristen Doty's reaction to all of this. I mean,
Same.
she's not speaking. Like I
No.
want her to comment. What does she feel about Jax and going to this treatment center? Like, where is she on all this?
Well, I think